Welcome to the Shut Up and Ride podcast, sponsored, supported, basically kept alive and afloat by the wonderful Charles Owen. If you don't know who Charles Owen is, then go and
where
look
have you
him up.
been?
Yeah, where have you been? They protect our heads and our backs and all other manners of just our lives. So please check out Charles Owen. And I also, no Benji today, but I have the wonderful Simon.
Hello.
But
I'm sad that Benji's not here. Sorry to interrupt you.
That's all right. I spoke to him this morning. He's very busy.
Yeah, it sounds like he's busy because last I heard he's got a performance tomorrow and he's got to get all the horses ready himself or something.
Well, that's because he's a fucking idiot. And he has how many, like you, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horses competing, maybe even one, easy. If you put 15, show off and do 15 horses all at once, then it's going to take a lot of grooming and getting ready. So sympathies, 0. It's his own fault for being a show off.
Limited.
Yeah. Anyway, we need to do a call to action, Simon Grieve. I've been listening to other podcasts. This is what they do. So we have a lot of people listen to this podcast. We need people to follow. There's a little follow button which you press. Follow us, subscribe, and bloody share us, please. Because we get a lot of messages. Oh, I love the podcast. I'm not sure how people sound, but in my head. And we love it. And we enjoy it so much. And can you have this person on? And can you have this person on? I can't have fucking anyone on unless this podcast gets bigger, because then I have more time. The bigger it gets, the more sponsors we'll get, and the more time then I'll be able to dedicate to it. So if you want more of it, share the love, people. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Follow, like, subscribe.
You want more, share more.
We're on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok if you wish, or follow Simon. Instagram, all of these things. Share, people, share. Play us in the yard. Subliminally put us in people's brains. Anyway, that's my rant. I'm not very good at this bit, am I?
Subliminally.
I don't, but people keep going, oh, you don't do enough. We want one a week. Okay. Get us big enough. Then I can spare the time. Right, Simon Grieve, International Man of Mystery. Got lots to chat about this week. There's lots going on. But first of all, I dream a dream of time gone by.
Yeah, of course. I did that this week. Yeah, I did. It was really good. I had a really fun time. I did. Well, there was a little bit of a to-do in the group chat, on the WhatsApp group chat, because one of the girls invited loads of random public people, and one of the other girls
tickets on the black market secretly.
Near enough. She said she'd invited some random man from Tesco's, and then one of the other girls, who's very, very sensible and lovely, but very, very sensible, and she was like, "Oh, I'm not really sure that's very appropriate, inviting random strangers to a college," and anyway, so then it all blew up, and then this other girl got really upset and angry about it, and then blocked her off the group, and then removed her off the group because she was admin, and then removed herself, and then deleted all the messages, and it was just, it's dramas, proper dramas, and then we all got there and everyone was fine. So I don't know why everyone has such a big thing about it.
Do you think that was a bit of we can have drama on a WhatsApp group but not in person?
Yeah, I think it was a little bit. A little.
It's easy to get angry on WhatsApp, isn't it? I do that. Yeah. And then suddenly I'm like, oh no, it's all forgiven. Oh no, as long as there's no follow-up questions. I'm really sorry.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was just really lovely. So, like, I don't know, there were about 12 of us, and it was a showcase, and we did some like short sketches from different plays and different things. And I did one with Asif, which was called Thinking, which was cool. But and then I sang I Dreamed a Dream. And there were like, I don't know, about a dozen of us, and they were all so nervous.
Were you nervous as well?
Ish. Like, I was a little bit just before I went on, because, of course, like, there's an audience and what have you, but not especially. But they were so nervous. And then once they were all finished and they were done, they were so buzzing and so happy. And it was just, it was really cool. It was really cool. And I really enjoyed doing my singing I Dream Stream, because I went a little bit shaky, but yeah, it was okay. It was all right. But no one filmed it, so I can't share it. So as far as everyone's concerned, guys, it was amazing. I'm not sure it was amazing, to be fair.
Awesome.
But it was fun. And no one started crying or like in a well, I suppose it's a sad song, so maybe it would have been good if they had. But no one got upset, or like I didn't get booed off or anything like that, or any like rotten
No one
eggs thrown at
threw
me.
anything at you from the
Yeah,
back.
so it was good. It was good.
He's
But it's
rubbish.
just
He's awful.
it's
Like
just
on
so
the
nice to go and do something completely different. I think something that is completely like removed from anything I ever do day to day. I was thinking about it earlier. Like the last time I did any kind of musical theatre stuff performance was like 30 years ago. So yeah, that's really cool.
I'm very proud of you. Well done.
Do you do any? Have you ever done stuff like that?
I
Because
can't
you are a
think.
performer.
No, very much not. I remember doing the recorder at school once, and I was
Well,
so
yeah, me
bad
too.
in front of everybody that the music teacher made me stop and start again. Always at the back in the choir, very politely. Let's just put her at the back where no one can hear her. No.
We want her to
And
feel
then,
involved, but
yes, let's give her a part. Maybe the la la la. And then I remember, because we had to go to church at my school, I was given once the honour of playing the, what's it called, the tambourine.
mm.
And I did it so out of time during all the songs in church that it was taken off me.
Oh, no, Jenny, that's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah. No, not a performer. I can recite a poem. I used to like reciting poetry. I can remember poems. And when I was a kid, I used to enjoy remembering like rude Roald Dahl poems and
Yeah,
reciting them to teachers.
yeah,
Like
they were
the
brilliant.
porcupine. Yeah.
Yes.
Each Saturday I shout, hooray, for that's my pocket money day, although it's clearly understood I only get it when I'm good. I just love Roald Dahl.
That's
I
so
sat,
good.
I screamed, I jumped a foot. Would you believe that I'd put this tender little rump of mine upon a
A
giant
giant
porcupine?
porcupine.
I ran for home, shouting, Mum, behold the prickles in my bum. My mother is a gutsy bird and never one to mince her words. So yes, and I do those for the kids because I can remember all of them. There's
What's the
one.
one? What's the one where there's the cow and she's a flying cow and she says, "Oh, bomb's gone. Take that," she said, and dropped a cow pat on his head.
Head. Yes.
Which
Well,
one's
I'm gonna
that
have to
one?
remember. I do remember that one. I can't. I'm gonna have to find. I'm gonna look these up now and send
That's
them
the
to
Roald
you.
Dahl one, and they're so good.
And then the other one about the pig. The To everybody it was plain that Piggy had a massive brain. He worked out
Yeah.
sums inside his head. There was no book he hadn't read. He knew how aeroplanes could fly. He knew how engines worked and why. And then it goes on. And then he goes, it simply couldn't puzzle out what life was really all about. And then at the end, he bashes the farmer to the floor. Now here comes the rather grisly bit, so let's not make too much of it. And he eats Farmer Bland from head to toe. It's excellent. But yeah.
It's very good. And you remember all of that from when you were a kid?
Yeah, I love them.
That is
Like,
impressive.
I don't know if it was being dyslexic or something. Like, I found reading and writing really hard, but I found I still love poetry. Like, I read a lot of poems.
You're just so intellectual, darling. So intellectual.
Intellectual. I'm reading poems about fucking flying pigs who attack and eat farmers. It's not really. It's not Keats, is it?
Well, not quite, but it's good though. Like
But that
Roald
would
Dahl
be.
he's just a legend.
Oh, I just love him. Like, I absolutely love him. I think Going Solo and Boy are two of my favourite books, like, about his life. I just
Yeah.
think that he was an absolute genius. A bit, I suppose a little bit like the way Harry Potter's been made. Do you know what I mean? Just the visualization and, yeah, very, very good. But I can't act in that way. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, getting into a character. I still sound like me. I feel very false. I don't know how people do that acting without being embarrassed.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy all of that.
Yeah. Can
I
you keep
I
an
do.
accent? Are you Method? If you were to do a part, do you think you'd be that person?
I have no idea what I am. No, I'm not Method. No, I'm not Method.
I think you need to
But
start auditioning. I want to see you. They don't have the bill, isn't the? Do you remember the bill is where everyone starts off?
yeah, everyone was in the bill. Isn't that everyone in Hollyoaks now?
Yes,
Or Holby City?
yes, or Casualty.
Holby City is a big one, isn't it? Lots of people go on that one.
Why, when I think of Casualty, do I remember the awful episode that scarred me for life about, because my parents always used to try and put me in shell suits, and someone in a shell suit got caught on fire and it stuck to their skin. And still to this day, that episode I remember.
That's terrible.
I know. This is an equestrian podcast for anyone listening, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, team. Sorry.
No, I love it.
Talking of equestrian, so I had a drama this week.
Seen the drama.
Jenny knows about my drama. So basically, yesterday I was having a really good day and I rode 5 horses and then I had like 13 lessons to teach or something. And the first lesson was really good. And then the second lesson, she was just going through this little exercise of like a double of bounces, was part of it. And she landed, took a stride, and the horse tripped. And then, you know what it's like when they trip and then they almost trip again. And then she
Momentum.
almost saved herself, but then didn't, which made it 10 times worse, and fell over and didn't land on the lady, but got up and like kicked her a little bit as she got up, but like in the leg. And I thought, crikey, that was a close call because, like, you know, she so nearly actually fell straight on her. And I ran over saying, I think I actually said, "Oh God, that was lucky." And I was like, "Oh no," because she was completely unconscious and making some very strange noises with her breathing. And have you ever been in that situation, Jenny?
Mm,
You
yeah.
have.
Yeah.
Because I've never been in that situation where they've been completely unconscious and I'm completely on my own. And so, like, I was like, cracky. So firstly, I rang Joe, who's the main first aider at ours. I've got my first aid stuff, but like, you know, I thought must make sure I've got everyone on all the team available. And then as soon as I got the phone to her, which like took 2 seconds, I was like, right, that's it. I'm just going to ring 999 because she was not looking good. So I rang 999 and the phone call to 999 lasted for 6 minutes, where they obviously asked me what the situation was and my address. And after those 6 minutes, I hung up and I could hear the helicopter.
What?
It was
That is
unbelievable. Like,
incredible.
unbelievable. It was just insane. And it almost gives me goosebumps now just talking about it. That is, so like from the moment, so I worked it out, from the moment she hit the floor to when the emergency team were with her was 12 minutes.
All right. That is amazing. And also,
I
just
mean,
on a side note,
wow.
we raised money for our first ever pub for the air ambulance for Midlands, which makes me think we should stick air ambulance on our list of charities for the tour.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that is
I think I'm gonna do a like a pole work clinic or something like that in aid of the air ambulance after that, because it was just such a relief to know that they could be there so quickly and that they were on it. Because, you know, I was really like, because she didn't regain consciousness until probably about 3/4 of the way through the conversation, on the phone conversation, which I know doesn't sound, that's not very long.
but time stands still when you're in those situations.
Literally, it felt
Yeah.
like she was like that for like half an hour.
Yeah, it does. And time slows down, which is why you have to go stop, assess, remove danger, then see if they're okay. Like, make sure the horse isn't going to kill someone else. Do you know what I mean? But it feels like that's taken a long time, but actually you can do all of that in seconds. So what did you do? Did you put her in recovery position, or was she
So she
breathing?
literally, so bizarre, she fell virtually into recovery position.
Okay, because that's good, because
Even
the
with her knee out.
age-old question, isn't it, of risk neck injury to put them in a better breathing position and moving what could potentially be a neck injury to that's the thing I hate. And I've asked so many medics, I'm sure we'll get lots of comments, lots of people writing in, but it is a big bone of contention, isn't it?
Got my first aid because, you know, I
Yeah.
have to. But the last one I did was an online course, and the one before that was a little while ago. So I'm just going to go and do one, because when, like, obviously not at the time, but when it was all, well, no, actually a little bit at the time, I was like questioning myself about what I should be doing. And I also thought, thank God she's landed in this position. Like, she's in the most
Her airway was
safest
clear.
position she can possibly be. So, which is great. But like, if she had, say, landed on her back and she was doing this, I'm not sure I would have known the right thing to do.
Yeah. Well, is it recovery? And that's where you have to,
Well,
the
do I
ambulance
put
will
her into the
talk you
recovery
through it.
position or not? And
Yeah.
actually, the best way of doing it, I know we are taught that in these things, but like, you just need to be reminded every so often, don't you? So,
But also, A, you forget, but B, it changes all the time.
yeah. Hugely. And, you know, because you just never quite know what's around the corner. I mean, it was a complete shock. Like, the horses, it was a real sweetie, and it was trying really hard. It was just a freak accident. Just one of those things, really unfortunate. But oh my goodness me! And we've got CCTV in the indoor school. We've got CCTV all around the premises. And Guthrie recorded it and showed me. And she hit the ground really hard.
Hard. But if you
Like,
think, how
oh,
many
her
times
head
does
hit the
that happen
ground
and
really
people
hard.
get up? Fine. Like, it's
Yeah.
just luck. Like, you didn't even knock yourself out when you fell off at Le Leon from a height.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But I was like, you know, I was really pleased with myself about how I dealt with it, because I think certainly in like I say, in like real dramatic situations before, I've always had somebody else with me. So like we kind of like have discussed it, or we've done it together kind of thing. But I was completely on my own, and I literally just sprung into action of like, right, I need to do this, right, I need to do that, I need to do the other, need to make sure that this is all sorted, that sorted, and like rang line on line, and I knew exactly where we were. I knew the exact address, the postcode, all that kind of stuff. And so I was quite pleased with that, because I think it's quite easy to just get really flustered and then lose it, and yeah. So I spoke to a paramedic friend of mine, and he was like, "That's really, like, what you did was brilliant. Like, that's spot on, because you need the sooner you can get the ambulance there, the better in that kind of
Also, another
situation."
good tip is because arenas tend to be so horrible, is keeping space blankets in your arena, because if they
Yeah,
did take a long time, being able to put one of those on them is really useful. I don't go
and
anywhere
also
without.
having what three words as well, like
Oh,
written on the
so
side of the arena,
important.
so that people know exactly where to go. But like, I just, like I say, I was like, when I put the phone down and I heard the helicopter, I was like, God, that's really bizarre that there's a helicopter here that, like, you know, hopefully they're not going to meet. And I was like, but maybe it is. And I looked out and I was like, oh my God, it actually is them. Mad. That's bad. And then I went out to go and guide them in.
What 3 words? It saved Paul Tapner's life when he fell off on his own in the woods.
Really?
Yeah, and when he really, really injured himself and had like head damage, he was literally, there was no postcode that could have taken him. Honestly, go on What 3 Words, download it. You don't even need the app, and it will take you to that precise location. But air ambulances, all ambulance services now use them. The army even use it apparently, because it will take you to a precise location, and it's very
Absolutely,
important.
absolutely amazing.
So
So like, I can't say enough good things about what they did. Like, it was just brilliant. And I'm sure lots of our listeners have had experiences, and really positive experiences, and we'd love to hear about it, because it's, we need to literally like sing from the rooftops about how great they were. So
also, we won't name her, but how is she?
she's okay. She's sore today, and she's got a big headache. But like, when she woke up, she was sick and all that. So she's clearly got quite bad
Concussion.
concussion.
And we'll need to invest in a new Charles Owen helmet.
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah, but imagine if she wasn't wearing a hat. Bloody hell. That
I
would
know, absolutely, absolutely.
not worth thinking about. And not more importantly, and just as importantly, how are you? Because it's trauma when you see something like that.
So it was weird, because I was really kind of with it, solid, sorted, got getting and dealing with like relatives, well, not dealing with, but like informing the relatives about what happened, and letting them know that it was okay, she's okay, but she's been taken to hospital. Da, 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 da. And then my next lesson arrived. She's like, I'm assuming that it's not. I can't really have a lesson right now, because literally it was all kicking off at that stage. And so she was really sweet. She said, I'm going to go for a hack cross country course, so don't worry about me. And then the next one that came, I did have a little bit of a wobble midway through that lesson, just as in like, not, I was just putting jumps up, and like no one you wouldn't have been aware that I was having a wobble, but I was just a bit like, oh my God, that was quite a big deal. And then like, I was saying to my mum this morning, like, there are two Simons. There's the one that is a real drama queen. That's like, I think that I just need to go home and just, because I'm just so stressed. And then there's the other one that's like,
Camp version
you,
of it.
you are such a loser. Shut up. Get on with it. You need to make money, so get on and make money. And it's not you that got hurt, so shut up. Let's get on with it. And that one won. That one wins fairly often, to be fair.
That's the one that gets you in the middle of the night when you're about to go 5-star and goes, tomorrow, other Simon is not here. Tomorrow, you are going to go out on that cross country course. I've had conversations with both Simons. I like them both equally. There's both a place for Simon 1 and Simon 2 in my heart.
They're both quite annoying in their own way.
But I feel like, I feel like if you never let Simon, should we call him sensitive Simon? If you never
Yeah,
let
drama queen Simon, yeah.
Simon out, no, sensitive Simon, then you internalize it all, don't you? And then that's when
Mm.
suddenly you explode. So you need both Simons.
Yeah, yeah. You need both Jennies.
There's several Jennies.
There are a multitude of Jennies.
there, there is a multitude, depending on what time of the month it is, what Greg has been doing, when I've changed my estrogen patch last, how
How
much my
nice the
kids
kids are
have
being.
fucked me off. Yeah. Whether I'm on a hike. Hiking Jenny's a very happy Jenny. So is a horse Jenny. How many animals I'm allowed in my house? Yeah, there's many. I'm a fucking psychopath.
How many personalities do you reckon Ben's got?
So many, and I still don't know them all.
Yeah.
Like he is a conundrum to me. Whenever I think I've worked him out, something else happens. Do you not find that?
Well, yeah, definitely. Very much so. But I just think he's great. He's
I love
great.
him so much, but sometimes it's like he's a man possessed. And like this side to him that is so wise. And I'm like, did you practice that in the mirror? Like he comes out with these
It definitely
phrases.
feels like that, doesn't it? It definitely
Yeah,
feels like that. Just because it's so natural.
yeah. And it comes out like this kind of monologue of like genius. And then 2 minutes later, he can't fucking answer a WhatsApp call. It's like, or doesn't know how to work a microphone. You're like, what? What is going on?
What have we got to look forward to coming up for the podcast, Jenny?
Lots of things coming up. How good was Caleb Deegan? And we didn't even like get into much with him. If you haven't listened back, go and listen to Kate. If you're like, I'm not into all of that Liberty stuff, don't like it when Ben's on, please go and listen to him because he's brilliant. He was
Yeah,
so
and if you
good.
don't like it when Ben's on, then you need your head examining.
Yeah. Although he has upset people, I'm actually disappointed. We've had more complaints for the last episode than I've ever had.
Really? What were the
Yes.
complaints?
Because can you remember what what's annoyed him was? Who he sent to the 7 circles of hell?
No, remind me. I can't remember.
Cyclists.
Oh,
One person wants to take Ben out on a cycle ride so you can tell how vulnerable they are. Like horse
well,
riders, they should stick together. And I
I
do
mean, they
agree
do
with
make a
that.
very valid point, but the problem with some cyclists, like most of them are very thoughtful about other road users, but a lot of them really aren't.
And that's the same with a lot of things, though. It's the same with horse riders. I often get stuck behind horse people and I wait and I'm polite. And if they don't say thank you, I would send them to the 7th circle of hell because they're giving everyone a bad
Now, when
reputation.
that happens, because I have that happen, I had it happen the other day, and I drove by and they didn't thank me, and I really wanted to stop. I don't want to be that annoying old man that because I wanted to stop and
Doesn't
say, look,
normally stop
guys,
you.
you're saying
So it doesn't normally stop you.
rude. Harsh but fair. Harsh but fair. Yeah, do you stop and say something? Okay, guys, what do you think? Do you stop and say something or not? Now that I'm saying that, I think you just stop and say something.
Yes, I think if they're a youth, it is good to educate,
Yeah,
but in a polite way. Guys,
yeah.
come on. Hey, team.
Hey team, can
Hey,
you
team.
please slow down a little, or have a little bit more
If someone,
consideration for other road users?
yeah, I think also you can give a nod if you're cacking your pants and
Yes.
you've got to hold on to both reins for dear life. You can always nod. It doesn't take very much to nod. But I do think if we want people to slow down, we have to, you have to acknowledge however much you might have had someone drive up your ass and you might have been pissed off with the last person. You just have to be nice, people. Overly nice. Overly nice. But yes, I would say we were not, if you are a cyclist and you were offended by Benjamin, I'm not apologizing on his behalf because I'm sure he had reason to hate cyclists. But I feel like in the same way with corgis, we are not talking about everyone. There is
No,
always
no, because Jenny, you weren't very popular with that one, were you?
no, but it's very funny.
It is very funny.
Because I saw a post the other day about that really, what's the word? Validated my corgi rants and went on about how they were bred to chase and bite the heels of cattle and they were not bred to be family dogs. And this is why he ends up retraining so many of them. So, ha ha! Thank you very much. This is why corgis are awful. Awful creatures. And I just so enjoy the videos that people tag us in with corgis. It's just brilliant.
Yeah,
Right?
that is good. That is
It
good.
is amazing. But yes, so apologies to cyclists. If you're offended by it, maybe it's because you're an excellent cyclist who does nothing wrong. But those without blame cast the first stone? I don't know.
That right?
I don't know. If we've offended you, I'm sorry, but there are dickhead cyclists out there who do get in the way and stop traffic. So
Yeah.
we're not putting everyone under
Like
that
in
umbrella.
every bit of life, there's always somebody who's a bit of a dickhead.
Exactly. I put on the posts replying to people that don't worry, we're sending Ben to therapy where we make him wear Lycra and sleep next to a bike. I think everyone would enjoy Ben in a bit of Lycra.
I still need to send you that clip of that I saw. I think it was on TikTok of that cyclist. I talked about it last time or on the last pod. And he wakes up in the morning. He sits up in bed and he goes, "I wonder how I can be a giant knob today." And then and then it skips to him cycling with a massive queue of traffic behind him.
Yeah, exactly. We all have to get on in the world. We're not talking about all of them. Right. Also, what do we need to talk about? We need to talk about, I've got so many what's annoyed me. So we need to leave a long gap for that. But what we need to talk about is bitless, bridleless. It wasn't tackless, was it? It was just bridleless competition that was at Merrist Wood. We need to talk about it. And then some people have taken the time to take videos from it and compare them with videos of people riding bridleless. How people find the time to do this, I have absolutely
What
no
with
idea.
bridles? And
Yeah. So someone's taken the video of the dressage
yeah,
and put it under a video of Lottie Fry riding Glamourdale and saying, doesn't this look better? Um, and then I sent you guys a video of someone jumping. I think she's jumping 1.20 meters. And my goodness, have to say, it did look amazing. But one of the main questions that I have been getting, so we'll discuss all of this now, Simon, is do you think it'll ever happen with eventing? I don't really know where to start because there's quite a lot to
I
unpack.
see. So I'm gonna kind of like put a stop to this now.
You're going to wade in. Oh, Simon's getting his
No,
size
no, I'm
10.
not. As in, no. I think that we should be discussing this with Ben here because he he will give so much more insight about what is possible and what isn't. Because I don't know what's possible and what's not. Like you'd like to think that it would be possible, but it's I don't know. I don't know because I've not done any Liberty stuff or like bridleless stuff or any of that kind of thing. So which is why I'm quite keen to do it.
I think I agree that we need Benji to discuss this properly. I think it is wonderful
I think it
that
looks beautiful, and I think it looks so natural, and I think it looks fantastic, and I'd love to be able to ride like that, and I can't at the moment, but I'd quite like to try, but I'm not. I suppose the biggest worry with it is people just literally just going, I'm going to just try without a bridle, and you can't quite do that. You can't just, or can you? And that's why I want to ask Ben really.
yeah, and I just hope that it's a way of training horses in a different light, whether it be with or without bridles or whatever. But those horses did look relaxed, they did look happy, and they did, a lot of them, I obviously didn't see all of them, look a lot less tense. So for me, it's not about who's right or who's wrong or one way is better than the other. For me, it's about, can we all learn from how this is working and train? Because don't get me wrong, the horses I see, I've just commentated on a Nations Cup, and some of these horses are in fucking enormous bits that cannot be comfortable, but
Yeah.
they are as hot as hell. And they go
Yes.
out and they are like, I want to jump and I want to do this. And they are loving it. So for me, it's how you can train to contain that level of excitement, if I'm making sense, without losing the level of excitement and the love of the horse and like that, and containing it without a bridle.
Mm,
Like, do you know what I mean? But can you use some of that training at home to then put it into when you go into a big competition at that level and not have to use these horrible massive bits?
mm. Well, I
And
went
how
show
do you
jumping. I went
amalgamate
show
it?
jumping today, and I was watching because there was a bit of a gap, and I watched a couple, and there were a couple of people that went in there, and their horses were really keen, and they were going very fast, and obviously being competitive and what have you, and the horses were like really feisty, and without a bit, I don't think they'll be able to do that. But is that because it's bad training, or what's the crack?
It's so interesting. But and having never done it, like you say, myself, I wouldn't even know where to bloody start.
Yeah, same.
Serena, that is it. Serena Kulich. I've just found her on Instagram. She is the lady who is show jumping, does bitless, and her round jumping on the chestnut was just magical to watch.
Yeah.
Magical. But it is hard because you know the horses that jump 1.60 m, having spent my life reporting on it, they're so feisty and they want to get the job done. And it's normally the ones that are a bit tricky and fighty are the real fighters that do it.
Yeah.
So how would you integrate the two? Like, we need to get her on to find out. We need to learn, Simon. We are here to learn.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That hasn't really answered any questions, has it?
No, basically it's a bit shit.
Sorry, guys. We do need Ben for this.
We need Ben. We are not experts in this field, but I will say congratulations to everyone who took part. I feel like we've just got to make sure, because there's people also, I spoke to Ben this morning and he said there's a lot of people slagging it off online as well as being supportive. And I just think it needs to be a not a them and us still. And I feel like that's how the liberty, and from my point of view, from looking from the outside, it has been very much all natural horsemanship. I hate the word natural horsemanship because nothing we do with horses is natural. For horses to be natural, we needed to leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. It was like what Caleb on the last podcast said. You have to be happy with the fact that riding a horse was not on that horse's bingo card. So you teach them to love it, yes, but it's not natural. But I feel like in the past, when natural horsemanship or liberty became a thing, it was them and then people who don't do it. How brilliant that the worlds are coming together, and we just make sure that all of it is for the good of the horse. It's not becoming a competition of, I can do it better than you because I've not got a bridle.
Yeah. We all need to be on the same hymn sheet with that.
Yeah.
It should be all about what's best for the horse and the horse welfare.
Everyone should be open from learning from each other and whatever. Because I also look at the neck straps that people were using, and sometimes it was pushing. Some people were pulling on them. And what's the science behind that? Like, there's been a lot of science behind, and more people should learn from it, how a bridle should fit and a saddle should fit. Where's the science behind people's weight on a horse's back, standing on horses' backs, pulling on a neck strap on an esophagus or trachea or whatever? Sorry, biology. Do you know what I mean? What can you do there if you do it wrong? So for me, it's about like learning that as well.
Yeah.
That is what I would like to know more of. We'll get Ben on, people. So I'm not ignoring you. But yeah. Have you been competing? How is you in the horse world? Tell me about your eventing.
Me, I went eventing last week. I took my young ones to an event at Waverton, and it is a really lovely event. It's a really lovely event. It's really cute. And they went very well. So it was
Didn't
good.
you win something?
No, I didn't win. I was in the lead for a bit, and if Henry hadn't had his show jump down, he would have won, but he didn't. So, and he did have a fence down, so we didn't win. But really pleased. And then Paris jumped double clear and was placed as well. So, yeah, happy days. It's good. And actually, to be honest with you, I just really enjoyed the day. It was really fun. It was just really lovely being out with my ponies in a really nice place and with some nice people as well, and just enjoying it. And because that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about having a nice time. All of us, like the horses and me and all the people involved. And, it was just a lovely event to go to. So, yeah. And then
Just had a lovely jolly.
Yeah, exactly. And this week is Bramham Week, which is really exciting. Not for me, because the horse I was hoping to take isn't going, which is a shame. But it's a brilliant event, and I hope everyone has a great time. It's just proper beefy Bramham. It's like, yeah, you can one of those tracks you can really get your teeth into.
It's the Badminton of the North.
It is the Badminton of the North.
Jon Snow.
And but I'm going to Solihull unaffiliated and Epworth BE over the weekend, so looking forward to that. Should be good.
So if you want to stalk Simon, you now know where he will be for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
then I'm going away, yay, for a few days.
I know, you're buggering off, you cheeky bugger. Going to some sunshine.
Should be really fun.
I quite like some sunshine.
What are you doing? What have you been doing? Have you been commentating?
I have been doing a lot of commentating. I have been commentating at Thunderbird. I didn't commentate on the Nations Cup. I did the presenting and the interviews on the Nations Cup. And there was actually a horse there for the USA team called Jon Snow, ridden by Hayley Grimes. Oh my God, I've never been so in love with a horse. Someone go and look this horse up. This just giant white beast
I
of a
saw
horse.
that. I saw that video.
Oh my God. He just, honestly, he just comes in like a fucking White Walker. He absolutely loves his job. He holds his head up really high, which I quite like to ride because, you know, in that you've got a horse that just holds you in the saddle. And that's what I get super excited. But I think on my commentary, because he was in a few classes that I did commentate on, I did call him a White Walker. So the rider, Haley, is probably like, who the hell is this commentator? She's terrible. She's just calling my horse a White Walker. But it was good. There was a water jump. And I've become friends with an Aussie show jumper who's very good friends with Robert Whittaker. And he wants to come on, Rowan Willis. He's an
Amazing.
Australian show jumper, and he really wants to come on the podcast with Rob Whittaker, which could be a recipe for disaster. But he couldn't get his horse over the water jump, which was incredibly ironic because this horse is called Cape Town, but his stable name is Puddles. And I was like, there's a slight irony there that the horse
Poor
called
Puddles doesn't like the water.
Puddles did not want to get his paws wet, so poor Rowan did not complete his round for Australia and got eliminated because Puddles did not want to go over the puddle, which I thought was quite entertaining. And luckily, he had a sense of humour. And I was like, "Did Puddles not want to get wet?" And he was like, "Fuck off, Jenny." I very much enjoyed that. Very much enjoyed that. Right, Simon Grieve, we've been going nearly an hour already. What's annoyed you this week?
What's annoyed me? I got quite annoyed. I went to a show jumping show the other day, and I had a little bit of a gap, and I had Brooke, who helps me, was jumping, so she was kind of jumping, so I was on foot, and I was waiting at the collecting ring, and it was relatively busy, and lots of horses had pooed in the collecting ring. And the collecting ring steward, I don't know if it was like at every show centre, but at this one, their job was to do the numbers but also to poo pick. So I thought I'll just go and do a bit. I've got like time to kill. I'm not doing anything, so I'm just going to go and do a bit of poo picking. So I went to go and poo pick this collecting ring a little bit to try and help out the numbers lady. She's really nice, and I was poo picking, and it just, I suppose it annoyed me how like, to my mates that were in there, they were really funny, and they were just chatting to me as I was doing it. But the people that well, not all, but some of the people that I didn't know, I mean, I might as well have been invisible. Like, they nearly ran me over multiple times.
Was sensitive Simon a bit sad?
Yeah, sensitive Simon was very sad, and I just and didn't even acknowledge the fact that I was there, and I just was like, guys, like, come on, that's not very fair, is it? So yeah, that kind of annoyed me a little bit, well, quite a lot, which
So
makes me.
okay, let's dissect this because people might take this the wrong way. Were you sad because were you sad because no one recognised you and they weren't like, oh, look, it's Simon Grieve being a
No,
really nice guy and doing good and look,
yeah, no,
even
that's a
Simon
good
Grieve,
point.
double clear around Burley and influencer, picks up shit and no one is saying thank you. Or, and I know the answer to this, were you sad because people who pick up poo aren't given the respect they deserved in an arena?
Exactly, the second one.
A little bit of the first
And
one.
actually, in answer to the first one, I was show jumping today, and I was waiting to go in, and this woman came over, this girl came over, she said, "Are you Will?" And I was like,
Do you not know who I
I was
am?
like, "No," and she's like, "Oh, because Will's next. Who's Will?" I was like, "I'm Simon Grieve."
Do you not know who I
I got
am?
round Badminton a couple of weeks ago. Thanks. And she'd be like, "I can go shit, mate."
You are not of that influencer status yet where everybody knows who you are. But no, I have to say, we've obviously been friends a very long time. I sent you some, you know how your memories come up on your phone? And I sent Simon some the other day of us at Burley, us as when we were really young, which I don't know, we've aged a lot in the last few years, Simon.
I was going to say it's not that long ago, to be fair,
No.
but we look a lot older.
And then there's one of us at Burley when I think I had Delilah and I looked like I'd eaten old me. I was so big. But when we stayed at Olympia one year, we shared a hotel room together. My husband is absolutely fine with me and you sharing a bed. I'd be more worried if you shared a bed with my husband because I think my husband might be a little bit that way inclined. He loves too much Disney, and he was in the Navy. When when he goes out on the piss, everyone's like, "Are you not worried he might cheat on you?" I'm like, with a man. He does listen to this as well. It's fine.
Love you, Gregor.
Love you, Gregor. But anyway, I remember going in the lift, and there was a lovely lady who was cleaning up someone's mess from the night before, who'd some piss people had just destroyed the room. And you went over and chatted to her and offered to give her a hand. And you said something like, "Oh, I bet it's a nightmare, isn't it, working in places like this?" And I feel very strongly that no one is better than anyone in this world. And well, apart from unless you're a murdering asshole. But everyone should be treated with the same respect, whether you clean the toilets or you're a princess. And it was the first time that I saw you do something like that. And I was like, this is why we are friends, because you will speak to everybody. Sometimes whether they want you to or not.
It's true.
You speak to everybody in the same way, if that makes sense. And you make the effort to speak
Thanks.
to everybody.
Thanks. Yeah, well, because the poo picking thing was, I was like, come on, let's be nice. But also, like, talking to the numbers lady, she does it at several different show venues. And she wasn't being bitchy or nasty or anything, but I was like, do you get, like, are there people that aren't very nice or are rude? She's like, oh God, yeah, all the time. And it's just like, I just think it's just so unnecessary. Why do we need to be like that? Like,
No, it's just unnecessary. So when I was at badminton, there's a guy who does the security on the mix zone, where we do all the interviews. And I haven't been back to badminton for 3 years, and it's the same bloody guy there.
I really,
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, you're still here. And I was like, hi, how's it going? And blah, blah, blah. I had a chat with him. I genuinely thought, he was like, who the fuck are you? I have no idea who you are. And I was like, I remember you. You're still here. Same guy every year. And I was delighted to see him. I genuinely thought he thought I was insane. He had absolutely no idea. He did not remember me. But I was just so chuffed to see him. But people are so rude to him as well. They're like, I'm allowed in here. And he's like, well, you're not. You haven't got a pass. No, I am. I am so-and-so's wife's, sister's, brother's, best friend's dog's cat sitter. And I am allowed in because that rider said I could. And it's like, well, you can't come in. And they're so rude to him.
yeah, and you really want to you feel like saying, oh, back off, you little bitch.
Yeah.
God.
Whatevs.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing to be annoyed at. Have you put your seatbelt on? Are you ready? Because I have a few.
Have you got lots? Okay, go on. Go for it.
First of all, WhatsApp groups.
Oh, God. Yes.
Right.
Go on. Carry on. Go on.
Fuck my life. Right. I am obviously on several. First of all, why? We all have names. Just because I pushed out some human doesn't mean I've lost my name. So I'm on one that's called won't say the name of the school, Mommies, spelt with an O. Right. No, I don't wish to be called a mummy by anyone other than my children, or a mommy. Just parents, fine. Or just group. I'm happy with that. Or school group. I don't need to be called mummy by anyone else other than my children. It's like when someone's talking to your kids and they go, oh, is that, would mummy like a sweet as well? No. Would you like a sweet? You don't have to add the word mummy to fucking everything. I'm not your mummy. Don't call me mummy. No, not okay. That gets my goat. And when there are people write on the group, hi mums, would anyone like to come to this thing, ding, ding? No. Hi team. Or just hi. Don't, I have a name.
Be specific. Hi, Jenny. Would you like to come with me for coffee?
Yeah. Really fucks me off. It's bad enough you get married and you lose your surname. I don't want to lose my first name as well. Anyway.
But the thing I find annoying with the WhatsApp groups thing is, like, even if you mute it, it's still there, and it's still like, oh my God, guys, like, and people have like full-on conversations in this WhatsApp group, and I'm like, why don't you just go off and like just chat between the two of you on WhatsApp on your own messages? Like, why do we? I don't really want to like watch your conversation unless it's something to do with the whole group or what we're doing.
So, for example, I am on a group for the football. And hi, Rich, is football on tonight? That's the coach. He says yes or no. Job done. All we need. Not, hi, Rich, Woody's sick, so he won't be here tonight. He just got ill. Don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck if your child is ill. private message him if you need to share that amount of information. It's either, if Rich had asked if you are coming or not, you can just say, Woody is not coming. Or just don't fucking reply, because by you not replying, it is obvious that Woody is not coming. Hi, yeah, no, we are coming tonight, Rich. We are coming. We're going to be a few minutes late. Again, 0 fucks given. Just fucking turn up. Then you've got the other groups. Oh, hi guys, I've got this chair for sale. Would anyone like it? Oh, no, thank you. Just by not replying,
That's a no thank
means you don't want the chair. You don't have to reply with, no, thank you. We've already got a red chair that looks similar in our back garden. We don't need two. Don't give a fuck, Cheryl. Do not give a fuck.
I had this on the yard WhatsApp, not the yard group, it's not WhatsApp or something else. And someone said, yeah, I'm going to be going out riding in the wood at the weekend. I'm going to box up and go to the woods. Fantastic. That sounds really good. Would anybody like to come with me? And people go, I would have loved to, but I'm doing this. The same thing. Why do we all need to know that?
You don't even need to reply. By not replying means you cannot go. Or reply, or just say no, and then give the information on a private message. But then it's worse. So, for example, you're on a group and you've said, would you like the red chair, anyone? Someone replies, no, thank you, Karen. I've already got a red chair. Karen then replies, oh, you've already got a red chair? Well, I've got a blue chair. Would you like a blue chair instead? Cheryl, no, I don't like blue chairs. It doesn't go with my decor. Karen, oh, what about a green chair? Your decor's lovely. How are your kids? Oh, my kids are great, thanks. Fuck off, Cheryl and Karen. Have the conversation. There are 128 people on this group. No one needs to know if your child likes green chairs. Not a great example, I admit, but you get the idea.
Get the idea.
It was like during COVID.
I know exactly how you feel.
Yeah, when this thing whole started, I feel like that's when the WhatsApp group really came into its own. And people would say, oh, look at what little Johnny did this morning. Really? Did little Johnny paint that entire mural on the side of your house? Or did you fucking do it and Johnny painted one flower in the corner and you're just showing off your talent? I really don't believe that Sarah cooked 400 cupcakes for the local NHS. No, I think you did it and she might have fucking added some sprinkles. Stop showing off. No one cares. Oh.
That's like when I did the best turned out competition when I was really little, and I was really little, and I got into the final judging or whatever, and the lady who was judging said, "Oh, did you do your own plats?" And that's always annoyed my mum. Like, so that would have been like nearly 40 years ago, and it still pisses her off now. She's like, "Did she really think a little boy of that age was going to have done the plaiting? Oh, for God's sake, it's ridiculous."
I can imagine your mum getting irate about that.
It still annoys her now.
That's excellent. I love your mum. Anyway,
but then she'd also lovingly put out these my really smart, really clean, brand new cream jodhpurs, and I had woken up that morning and then I didn't really like those jodhpurs. I like my really comfortable ones that I always used to wear when I was riding, which had a massive hole in the crutch and in the knee.
So even at that age, you were wearing the grey jodhpurs with the needing a hole in the crutch.
Yeah, exactly. And anyway, so obviously we got chucked out in the first round of that one, and Mum had a fit at that point. And to be fair, she said, "I'm never going to do this ever again. I'm never going to plait a pony for you again." So yeah, so then I learned how to plait.
You're quite good at plaiting as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad at plaiting.
What I find extraordinary is I can plait a horse. Can I plait my daughter? No.
Well, the thing with that though is, like, whenever I try and plait a human, they're like, why are you pulling so hard? And I'm like, well, because I want to get it so it's really tight, so it's really smart.
So,
funnily enough, people don't like that.
My lovely friend Kate Tarrant messaged me the other day, who you've met, Kate. We've spoken about her a lot on the podcast. She had got her hair professionally plaited and braided before doing a high rocks, because she thought, I'll treat myself, and my hair's out the way, French braid. Basically, the woman who did her hair gave Kate an unintentional facelift. She plaited it so tight, Kate couldn't move her face anymore. And then she had to unplait it because she was in so much pain.
Oh, that bad?
Absolutely awful, poor woman. So my other things that have annoyed me this week, Oh, do you get annoyed by this? When you call someone, so I had to call because I'm moving house, my internet company, the AI on the end of the phone. You know, when it's like, hi, can I help you? If you would like to go to this web address. If you'd like this, go to this web address. No, I just want to speak to someone. No.
Yeah, yeah, no, I'm exactly the same. Yeah, and say what we can help you with after. Yeah, well, just say now what we can help you with. And you go, it's that my bank. I think my bank's like it.
Drives me mad.
They say something like withdraw money or not withdraw money, move money or something like that, and then you say move money, and they're like, oh, and then it never understands what you're saying. It's really annoying.
I think I was more angry at that than if someone had been rude to me to my face. I don't know why it makes me so infuriated. That is where I'm not a fan of AI, I'm afraid. I just want to speak to someone. Is that age or is that just a human thing?
I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. It's possibly age because I just want to talk to somebody. I don't. I'm definitely a lot better if someone calls me than messaging.
That drives me mad. Anyway, that is my anger out the way. I feel better now. I feel lighter.
Good. It's been helpful just to let it all out.
Anyway, Simon Grieve, next time I see you, we will be recording, hopefully with British Eventing.
Well, yes,
Not Benj will be back.
yes. Next time we're going to be recording with Rosie, aren't we?
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's cool. That should
That'll
be
be
fun.
fun. Talk all
Yeah,
about
that should be really
venting.
good. All about venting, my favourite thing.
And in
Well, one of my
exciting
favourite things.
news, we will be back at Your Horse Live this year.
Yay! And we're going to do a tour date, aren't we?
We are. I'm still trying to book a venue. Very hard to book venues because no venues have availability on weekends, but I am trying to book a tour date.
Because
And you'll
last
have
year
to
was
come.
so much fun. It
Yeah.
was so much
Oh
fun.
my God, the last tour. You can still watch the last tour back, guys, on Vimeo. There is a link on our Instagram bio or in the episode description below this podcast. Look, I'm getting better. Right. Like, share, do all of those things, all of that shebang.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We really appreciate it. And it's so I saw a couple of people at the event last week, and they said how much they enjoyed listening to the podcast. So it's a real boost, and to hear that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for joining us.
You're making me look like a right twat. I've just been angry for most of this.
It's all true, though, isn't it?
It is all true.
Shut up and ride and chill the fuck out.
That's what I need to go and do. I need to go and ride a horse. Right. Thank you for all your lovely messages. I'm sorry if I've offended anyone in this podcast. But go on, give us an accent. We haven't had one for a while.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'll try my Scottish accent again. But
It's really good.
I always do my Scottish accent. It makes me sound a wee bit more manly.
You sound like James McAvoy.
Do you think?
Yeah. I was listening to a podcast with him on.
I don't know. Don't know.
Sure.
But I do love the Scots. I love the Scottish accent. I love the Scottish people. And I love Edinburgh. That's one of my favourite places. What about you?
It's such a good accent. It's like you become a whole different person.
Oh, shut up.
It's so good. I'm married to a Scot.
He is so sexy. I suppose he's more cute, isn't he?
I know, it can be quite sexy.
Cute, sexy, hot, whatever you like.
All right, calm down. Right.
I've got to go because we've been going for ages, and I need to go have some tea.
All right, give my love to James. Shut up and ride.